This week's Daily Race C finally brings some depth to Gran Turismo. We've got Group 3 cars at Fuji, and for once, there is real strategy involved. Tire management is also really important, and you have to be really careful with how you approach it. That said, I completely forgot to change my tires at the start of the race, and despite the rough start, I decided to push and really see what I could save. The first couple of laps were right on the edge, and later on it turned out to be a pretty solid and intense race overall. The kind I would really love to see more of. Okay, it's kind of a bad strategy. Not kind of, it is. Keep it, sorry. I need to overtake. Yeah, I'm trying not to rush it. I mean, I already rushed it, but yeah. Yeah. Not exactly clean moves, are they? Gran Turismo. Unfortunately, there is no way to defend here. I'll probably have to brake a lot later. Maybe it can still work. Just by looking at the whole section and my strategy, which was completely wrong, it definitely wasn't one of my proudest moments in this game. I was really trying to find the gap, but looking back at the replay now, it feels like I pushed a bit too much. I probably should have been more patient and just waited for a chance. But with the way that slipstream actually works in this game, overtaking is almost impossible unless you got a really strong toe. I probably should have held back and just gone for a much cleaner move. That said, I did manage to catch up to the guys up ahead, and now you can really see just how powerful the toe really is here. No, I'm going to lose it now. It's so hard. When you start on the softs, you don't really have much. I mean, you can really try and, go for it, but as soon as he has the slipstream, it's almost impossible to overtake. You can push like I did before, but I don't think that was the right approach. Maybe it is the right approach. It probably isn't, though. And after that pretty nice move, it was time to chase down the leader. But You always have to keep in mind that in this race we need to use racing mediums and softs. I started on the softs while most of the other guys, if not all of them, started on the mediums. The mediums, of course, last much longer, but they're slower at the beginning of the race. I knew how this is going to play out, and eventually I will lose a lot of time at the end of the race or in the second stint. So this is why I actually started pushing straight from the start. But hey, don't forget to switch from softs to mediums at the start of the race, because it does matter, like a lot. Send, I guess. He knows. And after lap 4, the tires started degrading, and the guys at the back started catching up, which definitely wasn't ideal. At this point, I just wanted to salvage whatever I could from this race. But the guys had other plans. And to make things even worse, I picked up a half a second penalty, which didn't help at all. Slayers saw that and gave me a slight tap on the straight, basically signaling there was no point of battling. He was on the medium tire, which at this stage of the race was much better. And it made more sense for him to wait until I served my penalty. And once I did that, he, eventually got by, and it was really an easy overtake for him. So I lost 2 positions at that point. But at the same time, Taylor was behind me and catching up fast. I managed to defend through the middle section of the track, but after all, it's time to pit because my tires are done. I switched to the mediums, and now it was just about pushing the laps and getting into that clean air and trying to get a solid result out of this race. And after a couple of laps, the gap actually started to calm down. It's as expected, since their tires were in a better shape than mine, and that's pretty normal at this stage of the race. Then, on lap 9, it was finally time for them to pit. I figured they would probably keep the places and still be in front of me. And that's exactly what happened. And the gaps slightly shifted at this point. I was mostly looking at my mirrors, trying to see what kind of pressure I might be under later on in the race, because I was on a different strategy. And we also all caught up to the guys that haven't pitted yet. Meanwhile, Slayers picked up a half a second penalty, just like I did before, which gave me a bit of boost in terms of staying close to them. But still, there was no reason to get overly aggressive at this point. It was all about keeping things clean and setting myself for that final push and eventually trying to keep the podium place. I'll try to stay close to them. Maybe there is still a chance here. I know, not a big chance, but when Slayer serves his penalty, I'll be in the toe and I'll be really close, so... Those softs don't really last for that long. I think he knows now. I need the toe. I need the toe, and if I can stay with them, that'll be really nice. Because I know those tires start to be kind of equal to mediums, just in about 4 laps. But I have really old mediums now, so is it going to work? I think I'm going to lose the toe now, but let's see. Let's try to save it. I really tried to manage it through the middle section of the track, but they just got away. They had the advantage of fresher tires, so it really wasn't much of a surprise. But then, on the next lap, it hit me. I was probably going to be fighting for P3 towards the end of this race. I took a quick look at the gaps behind, and sure enough, Luke was definitely getting there. He was a real threat now. There were a couple of other drivers closing in too, but at this point they were just a little bit too far to be a concern. So my focus shifted to keeping things under control, managing the gap to Luke, and I guess doing everything I could to rescue this race from falling apart and eventually getting on the podium. Well, I think you got a slightly worse exit. I mean, than usual. Slayers and Turismo now almost 3 seconds up ahead. I don't think anything is going to happen about that. It will be interesting to see those softs in the last lap. Maybe I can defend this. Ah, the mediums. I mean, the softs are not in the greatest shape, I guess. Maybe we can have a little battle. I'll go defensive. No! I wasn't expecting that. I know he wants to try. He did that a few times, but... not the place, really. Not the gap. But either way, I kept my P3, but unfortunately for Luke... P6. And I kind of saved this one, even though the first couple of laps were... on the limit.